Hey, Joel Klatt here. Let's dive into the Alabama game film and let's look at what allows them to take advantage of defenses and create explosive plays. They're one of the most explosive offenses in college football, and I want to show you how they're able to do that. Okay. It's not just that they've got great players, although that's part of it. It's also that they have a terrific game plan and the mistakes that the opposition makes. So here it's pretty normal set, but because the tight end starts out as the number one wide receiver before he motions down across the field, it creates some confusion about how the linebackers are going to bump in terms of their gap responsibility. So as the tight end starts motioning towards us here, and then Alabama runs the zone read play, at that point right there, you've got two players, both the defensive end and the play side linebacker, in the same gap taking the running back, which leaves the quarterback unaccounted for. Meanwhile, the defender that was supposed to follow the motion over or bump the linebackers over is on the far side of the field at the hash mark, which leaves nobody on the near side. Even the tight end is looking for someone to block because Wisconsin is so far out of position. At that point, it's over. Jalen Milroe is way too explosive and too fast, and there he runs through a tackle and creates one of the explosive plays for Alabama. This is the sequence before the half where Alabama has a couple of timeouts. They're inside of a minute and they want to get aggressive. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to send the slot two receivers, both receivers that are in the slot, and they're going to send them on deep over routes. A deep over route from the number 3 receiver, and the number 2 receiver is going to run a post. That takes the attention of all the deep secondary players for Wisconsin. Now, the nearest receiver to us, that's Ryan Williams. And what he's going to do, albeit off screen, is he's going to run what looks to be a hitch. And then he's going to pause for 2 beats before he runs down the sideline after the defenders deep for Wisconsin take their attention to the deep routes. Let's see what it looks like here from this angle. And as you can see, Jalen Milroe waits, and then throws it down the field to the sideline. How does Ryan Williams get that open? Well, let's take a look from behind the play. So now you're going to see Wisconsin rotate the right safety on the hash back to the deep middle of the field. And as the play starts to materialize, you're going to see the deep 2 routes, the vertical routes, being run by those slot wide receivers. And at this point right here, you see Wisconsin has 4 deep defenders all looking at the Alabama vertical routes, which leaves Ryan Williams wide open on the sideline after a little delayed hitch route, and they lose track of him, and it's a big play. Okay, Alabama is going to take advantage of a huge mistake from Wisconsin. First of all, Wisconsin is going to try to blitz the slot defender. He's sitting on the hash right now, and he's trying to blitz from what I would call depth, meaning he's trying not to give it away to the offense, so he's keeping his original alignment. Now, the play side linebacker has to widen out because of the blitz, just in case there is a pass to the slot receiver. So they are essentially trading responsibilities, the blitzing slot defender and the near side stand-up linebacker off the ball. But as they trade responsibilities, if the blitzer is late, that linebacker is no longer in the run front and he is widening when he looks like he shouldn't be widening. This is what it looks like. Here comes the blitz off the edge. The linebacker widens out, but the blitz is too late because it's trying to come from depth, and Alabama hits it quickly, and it's a big play. It's a little mistake from the defense. They're trying to do everything right, and yet Alabama just decimates them because they're a hair late. Now there's a second way that you can take advantage and create big plays, and this is what I would categorize as just personnel matchups, mismatches, and personnel. In this case, Ryan Williams is going to be the slot player to the top of your screen. Now, Alabama's in an empty set, so they've got 5 wide receivers. Ryan Williams in the slot at the top of your screen. Wisconsin tries to match up by putting a linebacker on the outside against the tight end and the corner lined up over Ryan Williams. But here's the kicker, is that he's away from the 3 receiver side. So as Wisconsin's trying to run a single safety defense, that safety has to cheat to the 3 receiver side, which leaves a true one-on-one for Ryan Williams in the slot. And when you put him in the slot, he has more room to work and win, in particular to the outside, which he does. This is the type of space, and Jalen Milroe is going to attack it. When he's got this type of space and he can work to the outside, that is like taking candy from a baby. He's far too explosive. No defender is going to keep up with him, and it's an easy throw and catch for the quarterback and wide receiver. This is the last play right before the half. They hit Ryan Williams down the sideline right before this in what was a great game plan matchup, and now they just get a true one-on-one to the top of the screen. Jalen Milroe is really only reading one thing, and that's the fact that he's got a one-on-one to the top of the screen. That's Bernard, and this route is spectacular. First, let's look at the play from this angle. Jalen Milroe, he's looking to that left side almost immediately. He's got a one-on-one, and he throws it right on time. Beautiful ball, and it's a touchdown for Alabama. But I want you to see the route here in the ISO camera. Watch Bernard as he goes towards the post, almost 3 full steps before snapping back out to the corner. 1, 2, 3, bang. And then he gets out to the corner and the defender is off balance and all he can do is reach out and try to grab right there. So that's another way that they use a formation to get a personnel matchup that they really like. So remember, there's a couple of ways that you can create big plays, and Alabama takes advantage of both ways. Number one is through game plan, alignment, and mistakes. Okay, so every time that Wisconsin made a mistake in their defense, there was one guy off, Bama made them pay. And that's the mark of really good explosive teams, is that they've got the talent, they play with enough detail where they can expose those teams that make a mistake here and there. Then you take a look at the matchup, the personnel, and you can get into sets where guys will win one-on-one matchups. And then it's incumbent on the play caller and the quarterback specifically to go out there and take advantage. They do all of those things, and they do all of those things really well. It's one of the reasons why I have zero concerns about the Alabama offense. They can run it. They can throw it. I think Milroe does a great job throwing the football down the field. If we were concerned about anything for Alabama, I guess it would be their defense and the possibility that some better offenses might be able to create explosives against them. But as of right now, Bama looks like the real deal, in particular on offense, because of all those big plays. Thank you for watching the Joel Klatt Show YouTube channel. And if you liked this clip, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date on all of my college football coverage.